Oh, so that's what Koosh has planned for us. Well, let's just see if we can... Oh, hello. I didn't see you there. Well, welcome back to Roll Hard 20 Podcast. It is I, your trusted fellow Hard Slinger, Brian. That's right. Once again, I am not your trusted Dungeon Master this time around. You know why? Because Koosh is once again running us through the Sinister Secret of Saltmarsh. This is episode 10, by the way. And I just want to let you know that we've got a real long episode for you. So long, in fact, we had to John Wayne Bobbitt this sucker and cut it in half. So before I begin, I want to remind everyone that they can find us on YouTube. So head on over to that platform and please subscribe to the show. Help us get those subscription numbers up. And that way you can just not only hear us, but you can see us play this awesome game. Remember, we can also be found on iTunes, Google Play, Sticher, Spotify, iHeart Radio, and all those other peripheral little players that we have out and about on the internet. Now, without any further delay, unless I think of something else to say, other than thank you once again for listening to our show, I advise everybody to warm up their dice and top off their glass as Roll Hard 20 Podcast presents The Sinister Secret of Saltmarsh, Session 10, Part 1.
You kick us up, Brian?
How's everyone doing tonight?
Doing good.
Doing
Trying
all right.
to bring some of this Sinister Secret of Saltmarsh, courtesy of Koosh, to life.
Oh, man.
Greetings, fellow slingers. Welcome back to Roll the Hard 20 Podcast, episode 10 of the Sinister Secret of Saltmarsh, hosted by our soul-crushing DM, Koosh. And with me, my fellow hard slingers, Junior and Nick. Yeah!
Yeah, we're here.
Koosh, give us a recap, man. Break it down.
All right, I'm going to give myself a recap right now. So, last session, our adventurers had to deal with the sight that they saw beforehand, which was Sambalay tied up and gutted. Luckily for them, the pirates wanted to strike a deal and use their help to get the cargo that they wanted to smuggle onto their boat before they left. And the party, seeing what had just happened to Sambalay, decided to agree for at least just the moment, especially finding themselves outnumbered. They tried to find a few things they could do on the boat to potentially sabotage it, and ended up going straight to helping out. So they took the jolly boat that they used to get onto the Sea Ghost and went with the first mate, the captain, and another bandit back to the house on the hill. They made their way to the cavern below the house that opens out into the shore. While they were there, Ellis, I think it was just Ellis, broke away from the rest of the party and went with the pirate captain and the first mate to show them where the goods were. While he was doing so, Dorian and Alanon were speaking to a bandit when they began an altercation. Hearing this noise, the captain and the first mate turned back to return to the shore, where Ellis followed closely and then attacked them when they returned. A fight broke out amongst both parties. Luckily, the adventurers triumphed, only barely.
Yeah.
And then they decided
so fucking close.
they decided to do a little weekend of weekend of Bernie's. Is that what it was?
Yeah.
They tried to do a little bit of weekend of Bernie's to tell the remaining crew members, at least make them think that everything was a-okay. They decided that they were going to take a short rest and wait for the rest of the crew to return to kill them, so that they felt that they could never rest peacefully or keep looking over their backs if they didn't. And that takes us to where we are now. The party is in the middle of a short rest. All of you can roll your hit dice and gain back however many hit points you actually do end up getting back. But for the listeners, everyone has leveled up. So while you guys are doing your hit dice, we can go around and talk about what subclasses or other benefits you picked up at level 3. It's a really big level. And we can start with Ellis, go on to Alanon, and then end with Dorian.
Well, as Ellis, I managed to become the assassin archetype. And that leaves me with an advantage on attack rolls against any creature that hasn't taken a turn in combat yet, or any hit you score against the creature that is surprised.
Okay.
Is a critical hit.
Very good, very good.
Which I like that. I love a good critical hit. Now, when you want us to roll for our hit dice, because we're level 3, do you want us to roll 3 hit dice, though?
No, you only get 2.
Okay.
Getting greedy.
Fine. Plus con, right?
Yep, plus con.
Oh, I did not add that.
Yes.
All right, Alanon, what did you pick up?
Alanon took the oath of devotion, meaning that he is going to lead the honorable path of pursuit of justice, following his keys of honesty, courage, compassion, and duty.
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 Is your god Schwarzenegger? What happened?
Get to the chopper.
Get to the duty.
The god of lift and acting. Okay, and Dorian, what about you?
So at level 3, Dorian develops a pact boon with his deity Asmodeus. It shows the what was it called? Pact of the Tome. So he gets 3 extra cantrips: Spare the Dying, True Strike, and Poison Spray.
Shit,
Poison
you sold your
spray.
soul, didn't you?
Oh, he did that last episode.
Oh, that's right.
Just keep selling my soul. I don't know.
That's right.
How many times can I sell this?
Half off.
It's going to become a supply and demand problem eventually.
Right.
Okay, so everyone's got their hit points back. How many hit points is everyone at? Is everyone close to full or not? Not really.
No,
I got the full.
You got the full. Okay, that's good.
I'm at 16 points. I had 1.
Yeah.
And Dorian?
I'm at 17 out of 18.
Wow.
You will be our tank, Dorian.
This is probably the first time Dorian has more hit points than Ellis.
I know, right?
in 10 sessions, it finally happened. Okay, so I will remind you that at the end of the last session, I told you that a short rest would be risky. I rolled a dice at the end of the last session. This is about a month ago. So probably you guys wouldn't have remembered I could have made this up, but that's not important at this moment. But I did roll the dice.
Right now.
But I did roll the dice then. I did write it down, so I know what the consequences of that are. Can you guys tell me what you guys are doing for your short rest?
I think we decided to go back into the tunnel, back towards the house. I can't remember if we discussed whether it was where we...
There were a number of cots right outside the cellar.
Was it the cellar or was it where they had all the dragon parts in that we
The
decided?
dragon parts were in the cave itself.
The dragon parts are so. If you went through the cave and then
Closer
kept going,
towards the house.
then you'd have gone in front of the cellar. But the dragon parts are in the storage area right after the cave.
Okay, so I think we went to where the cots were, probably before the cellar.
Okay. So you guys were probably just resting up on the cots, like tending to your wounds.
Yeah.
Okay. So you guys rolled pretty decently on this. So you guys were not necessarily surprised, but at the end of your short rest, which is about an hour, you see coming from the cavern, and you did hear these footsteps briefly before they got here, but you see coming through the cavern entrance is a man in robes. He has long blonde hair and a blonde goatee. The goatee is fairly faint and it's kind of hard to see with the blonde hair. But he's followed by two bandits in dark that have dark hair. All of them have weathered faces, like they've seen, like it's been weathered by sea and salt.
They're coming from the direction of the beach.
Yes, they came from the cave.
Okay.
So you can surmise that they definitely came from the beach.
That's that fucking wizard. The one that strung up Samboulay.
Possibly.
I want this fucker dead. All the rest of them will fall in line. The morale will be broken. Right?
We sure hope so.
So
yeah, let's fucking do it.
we hear them, right? But they don't see us yet?
No. So right now, when you guys are talking, you are hearing their footsteps. So the visual that I described, you'll only see that once they come through the cave entrance effectively. There's no real way for you to see beforehand.
Okay.
All right. Is there in that little turnout that we're in where the cots are, is there like a wall that I could kind of be not hidden behind, but at least blocked from the vision of where they're walking towards us?
Yeah. So this would be the wall that is along the side of the entrance. The entrance from the cave, to describe it properly. So it's actually a pretty long wall. I think it's about 30 feet long. The closer you are to the entrance, it's the kind of harder it will be for them to see you before they actually cross that threshold. But then obviously that's the closest you're gonna be even closer to them. To give you a few reminders, there's also a trap door on the ceiling, and there are 3 additional exits to this room. One is to the wine cellar that you entered this basement from.
Where that dead body was at, right?
Yep, correct. There is the door to Zamboulay's room, and then there is that door that was marked "Beware" in Thieves' Cant. And that's what led to the alchemist's room.
Yeah, because we went through there.
Yep.
Okay.
So you've been through all these doors. Just giving you a reminder because it's been some time. So looks like Elenon, you're kind of pressed up against the wall. How far away do you think you're going to be from the cave entrance?
No, I'll be like 15 feet.
15 feet? Okay, so you're like halfway.
Like halfway between it.
Along the wall. What about Ellis and Dorian?
I would like to be in the doorway to where it says "Keep out" or
Okay.
"Beware."
Okay, so you're in the doorway. So you have the door open and you're just standing in the doorway there.
But it's dark in there, so.
Yeah.
Didn't we fight skeletons in there? And it was low light? Yeah.
There's not really torches in there, so it is darker.
Yeah. So I would just want to, in my darkened leather, I want to be hidden in the dark, kind of crouched down. Ready to pounce. Yes.
Dorian?
I guess since Dorian's kind of tanky right now, he's going to line up right behind
Please
Alanon.
don't say that.
I'm feeling rejuvenated.
Sorry. Okay, sorry.
Come on, Tate. Show them what you're made of.
So yeah, I'm gonna line up behind Alanon and just ready Eldritch Blast.
Okay, perfect. Okay, so all of you will hear this. Let's get closer. You can tell that
We're ready.
the
beer's kicking
are
in.
about to enter into the room, and from the entrance you hear someone speak, and they say, "I am Uhtred of the Sea Ghost, once deckhand, then deck wizard, now captain. I would like to thank you, but I wonder why you have stayed." And you don't see him yet. He's just calling out from the cavern.
His name's Uhtred,
Yep.
and this is the bearded fellow, right?
You technically don't know that yet, but you will. Yeah.
Okay.
Because he described himself as the wizard.
Uhtred, come closer to us.
Yeah, you don't hear him reply back to that, but you do hear the footsteps, and you hear three in unison. You don't hear just him. And he steps out into the room. He looks as I had described, weathered face, beaten by sea and salt, with the long blonde hair and goatee. And he looks and he surveys the three of you. Is there
Can he
anything
see me in the dark?
Let's
Does he
find
have
out.
dark vision?
He is human, so he doesn't have dark vision technically, but he might see like your outline. Let's see here. Can you give me a stealth check, just to see how well you're hidden? And I
Everyone
will
or just
compare it
Alice?
to his perception.
11.
He sees you. You could tell
Fuck
that he
these
sees-
dice. Where's my good dice at?
You could tell that the way his eyes stop, you could tell that he sees your form, but you're not convinced that he has a good look at your face.
Okay.
But-
I'll remain silent.
Okay. What about you two?
Please don't be frightened. Come a little closer.
Give me a persuasion check. Actually, if you're trying to trick him, you have to give me deception.
All right. I'm not trying to trick him, but
If you're trying to attack him when he gets closer, roll deception. That's what I'm saying.
all right. I'll roll deception just in case, and that's 15. I don't know what my intentions are, but my intentions are preservation. Let's just put
Okay.
it that way.
Okay, fair enough. Yep. Yeah, he does not seem fazed by this. He steps forward. The other bandits step forward as well, but they don't really step forward as much. And he says, I was meaning to thank you for opening up the path to my ascension to captain. But again, I wonder why you are here. I would have assumed you thought I would have come after you for my brethren.
Well, you were right to assume what you believed, but we cannot continue our lives knowing the fact that if this ended up badly, that you would be coming after us. We didn't want to live looking behind our shoulders. But you say you wish us thanks for your early promotion. Was there some kind of rebuttal between you and the captain?
No rebuttal. I simply wish to be captain myself. I also did not see eye to eye with Sigurd. I am no fan of Galen. I did not like that he had replaced our previous captain of his own whim. And the fact that you had removed Sigurd can only be beneficial for myself.
How do we know that you won't pin his death on us and continue to hunt us?
I don't think you have a good understanding of the situation. Galen will not believe let me begin again. I have stand to gain the most from Sigurd's removal. Do you think Galen would believe that if I say that it was your fault? Does Galen seem like the kind of man that would believe such a thing?
He has a man like you in his employ. I would imagine that a silver-tongued man like yourself would have a way of weaving a narrative to make it suit.
Then you are foolish to the ways of the world.
Oh,
Galen
curse me, I'm sorry. Oh, forgive me. But wasn't you one of the men who strung up our ally and gutted him on your mast?
Yes, that was my decision.
I am kind of curious. I'd care to ask you a question why the three of us weren't party to that, whether on the deck or strung up from the mast itself.
The captain saw that you had use. I merely had a history with Samboulet, and I wished to come through on a debt.
Well, you didn't have to bring your entire landing party and yourself here to thank us. You could have just let us go. What's the purpose of being here?
You stand a chance, I should say, to remove a problem of mine. Like I said previously, Galen will not believe that I did not kill Sigurd. I need Galen, for that reason, I need Galen removed. I, too, cannot live my life looking behind my shoulder.
So you come to us with an opportunity?
Are you offering anything in return?
Yes, I can offer you the gold that was promised to Samboulet. It will take us a bit of time to retrieve that gold. You have led us to where these materials are. We can sell them, and from that profit, we can provide you that 10,000 that we had initially told Samboulet.
And from there, what is your proposition on continuing this trade for? Forgot his name. Galewater? No, that's not his
Galen
Galen
Primwater.
Primwater.
Once Galen is no more, our business is complete.
Oh.
There's always free cheese in a mousetrap.
If you believe that you are people that I would like to work with, there is nothing I can do. I simply have this one task. I only have one need, and that is to remove Galen from the threat he poses to myself and my newly acquired crew.
But
Is there any way that...
Oh, I'm sorry, Dorian, please.
All right. Is there any way you can give us a down payment or something so we know that we can trust you?
I could. I have the 1,000 gold that we did say we were going to pay. I believe we also said we would pay for you bringing the materials onto the ship. We still have that gold.
After Galen is gone and dealt with, are you planning to continue the trade of dragon parts?
I will trade in what sells. If dragon parts are no longer profitable, I will leave them behind. If I am no longer able to procure a supplier, I will leave them behind. I will simply trade what will bring me profit or power.
And all we have to do is go back on the water go back out to that boat?
No,
Oh,
I see no need. I have the men that are strong enough to carry the goods. They can take it back. I see no need for you to return to our ship. In fact, I would prefer if you didn't.
and how would you have us take care of Galen?
I thought you perhaps knew him already. You would know that he makes his settlement on coast now.
Have you actually ever met with Galen in person?
I have not. There are not many that have.
All right, so at that point, I kind of want to look over to Ellis and Dorian and kind of give them like a iffy look, just because we still don't know. We don't have a positive ID on Galen. We don't know who he is. Or we know who he is, but we don't know what
You
he
have a
looks
police sketch.
like. Yeah. That, what's his name, gave us, right? Yeah.
You made it. But the description came from Oceanus, yeah.
Oceanus, yeah. All right. Can I also roll a, would that be, to see if he's telling us the truth, insight?
Yeah, go for it.
See how truthful this guy seems?
This guy's a piece of shit.
I know. Let's see, insight, that's not going to do well, a 3.
3. You cannot tell jack shit about this
Let
guy.
me make
Every
that
once in a while you're like, this
same
guy's
kind
full
of
of shit.
insight
And then you're
check.
like, it's
Yeah, let me back you guys up.
18.
18. And Dorian?
7.
7. Dorian, you can't make heads or tails either. Ellis, you believe this guy is on the level.
As much as I hate to admit it, I think that this man is telling us the truth, and it may be our only way out. I don't want to keep running from these sea dogs for the rest of my life.
I said, let's do it. It's one more person, we're out.
All right. The enemy of my
Out of
enemy
game.
is my friend.
Too old for this shit.
Well, where can we find Galen's dwelling?
Okay. When you say that, he reaches into his cloak.
Whoa, easy there.
And he pulls out a parchment. And he will walk towards you, Elenon, with the parchment extended. It seems you left something on Sigurd's person. This will take you to Galen, I assume. It has instructions for him on what he was to accomplish here and where to meet him next.
Okay. Open it up, and what does it read?
Yeah, so when you open it up, it is a letter from Galen. You can tell that the penmanship is the same from the letter that you had. The letter basically tells him that he is to take command of the Sea Ghost, allow 3 of Galen's lizard folk onto the ship, then basically cross Sambalay, so not provide as much gold as expected, using the other 9,000 to purchase the sword that you have now, or the hilt of the sword that you have now. And then if things go wrong with Sambalay, to dispose of him. And then it tells him to meet up with him at the Snake Pit, at the tavern known as the Snake Pit, in the just 30 miles south on the coast.
30 miles or 30 clicks? Or knots. I mean, they're sailors, it'd be knots.
Well, he's assuming travel by land.
Okay. 30
North or
miles.
south?
South.
South. Okay. Snake Pit Tavern. Okay. Does it specify a time of any kind?
No, there's no time specified.
Any-
As you can tell, that means Sambalay. that means Galen is there often, like it's his base of operations.
Is there a code word, or would I know
So
to use
nothing,
the...
no code word or anything listed on there.
It's 2 fingers.
It's 2 fingers. It's 2 fingers, and it's not the right hand.
Oh. All right. So I'll relay this information back to them. They're planning to double cross Sambalay if things went sour, to execute him, get rid of the problem, and to meet at Snake Pit Tavern.
Sounds to me like they already hoped that it was going to go sour. Like that was their intention all along.
Especially allowing the 3 lizard folks to come aboard. So I would only be certain that they hired the extra muscle just in case. Or not just in case, to actually implement them and get rid of their so-called problem.
Well, let's take this to the Snake Pit Tavern and see what we could come up with.
All right. So
We've been drinking for a while, Koosh.
I can tell. I mean, that's not different from any other Tuesday, so.
We had an hour up.
Yep.
Yeah,
Pre-game for an hour.
Okay. So, did you guys make a decision about how you're going to go about this?
Well, we want to go south.
Yeah,
what time is it right now?
Oh, fuck, man. It's been a month.
Oh, yeah.
I think you guys left it was night when you guys left. You guys fought, and then you guys took a short rest. I'd say it's getting pretty close to dawn at this point.
Okay.
It's 30 miles away.
Yeah. That's quite the trek.
Yes, it is. Now, could we take one
like
of
a 2 days.
these Jolly Rogers and skirt the coast? Would that probably get us there a little faster?
Or is it?
I think we'll get you there a little faster. Normally, it'll probably take you like 2 days travel to get there. I think you can probably make it in a day if you do so. Regardless, you'd be able to get a long rest along the way.
Yeah, let's do that. We'll take the Jolly Roger till we get tired, beach it, do our long rest, and get back in it. Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do it.
All right.
Okay, so what's his name? The wizard's still there.
Yes, I've been here the whole time.
Yeah, we were just having like private huddle.
I was. It became awkward to leave. I did not know what to do. I could not say goodbye.
I said good day.
Okay, goodbye, and then he leaves.
Wait, hold on, come back. We're not done.
Over initiative.
We'll kindly take you up on your offer. We just need insurances that assurance that if everything does play out, how do we know that you will not come after us?
Like I said, I have no need. I only care to advance my trade. I've already advanced my post. I have so little to gain from going after you, and you've already given me so much. I personally do not see how I can enrich myself in this endeavor. I can only enrich myself by asking you to help me now.
He seems like he's on the up and up right now.
By saying this, doing you this favor, that means you and the ghost ship owes us a favor.
Well, they are going to pay us.
Yes, I had hoped that the payment in gold would have been sufficient. Is there something else that you would prefer?
Well, since you're asking. Maybe not at this time, but if there is a need, I would hope that we would hold some kind of friendship still.
What?
It seems.
Al-Anon, you getting soft?
It's this new oath I took.
Sounds like it lowers your intelligence.
This seems unusual, but it is something I can consider after the work is done.
All right. I said good day.
Good day. He leaves.
Are you done lactating on him?
Hey, man, I just want to make sure we have all our pieces in line. Hey, we might need a big ship.
He pays us. We're on our way. We don't ever have to see his face again, and let's just keep it clinical. I don't want to swap spit with this man till the wee hours of the morning.
Already morning, handsome. All right, so how much did he pay us?
He didn't pay us anything.
You guys got 1,000 gold up front.
Yeah. See?
I
So
suppose
you guys
you
can
want
split
to
that however
carry
you
that.
wish.
Okay.
You know how heavy that is?
Well, we got our.
Here we go.
our
You guys found
strike-
one piece of gold was missing, so there's only 999 pieces of gold.
Oh,
You already fucking shiced us.
all right.
God damn it.
Well, we'll bury it someplace for now, but let's get on the road. Let's get down there. Day's not getting any shorter.
Okay. So, sorry. The letter only mentioned the tavern and said that was 30 miles south, but you know from just being around in that area that there is a town 30 miles south, and it's called Edgescar. And you suspect that the tavern is located within Edgescar. All right. So, you guys are taking the jolly boat, right?
Yes.
A little bit. So, they use the Jolly Roger first to ferry their goods. Then they give you the Jolly Roger with the 999 gold in it for you to take with you. And you start sailing south. You end up taking a quick break halfway through. And then at the end of the day, well, actually not the end of the day, because you guys started basically before dawn, right? So at about sunset, you looking around appear to have arrived at a town. There's a small port, it's like makeshift. It is made of old wood. It doesn't look like it's been repaired very much. But there is a post to tie your boat to. There's no one attending it. It seems more or less anyone can use it, but not really anyone has.
And we've taken our long rest, right?
Yes, you've gotten a long rest, so you have your abilities back, your spells back, and you guys are full on hit points.
Yes, because I'm going to need that.
So,
Well, let's moor this boat.
Dorian's time in the sun has passed. He probably no longer has the most hit points, or more hit points than Ellis, but just got to deal with that. All right, sorry, go ahead.
We'll moor the boat against this disheveled dock.
Now, can we tell if the tavern is actually on the waterfront, or...
You do not see the tavern on the waterfront.
Okay.
Do we actually see the town from the waterfront, though?
Oh, good one.
That's a good one. You do not. So from where you are, it's probably 100 or so yards before you get into the town proper. You can see the edge of the town there.
Okay. Well, I believe the town is a little further south. Now, do we actually want to roll up in the town and be noticed if Sambalay hired us, or not Sambalay, sorry, if Galen,
Galen Grimoire.
Galen, if Galen actually hired us, he knows what our appearance is. Unfortunately, we have the disadvantage of us knowing his appearance,
Not knowing.
not knowing his appearance. I know, sorry. This is what happens when we start an hour late and 3 beers in.
By the way, that reminds me. I mentioned that that I've been dropping some hints on Gellin. If anyone knows a secret about Gellin and they say it and get it correct, you will have inspiration.
He's a bedwetter.
Huh?
Damn it.
So close.
He only has one eye.
That is not a secret.
He's got a long beard. And he enjoys.
You're just looking at your police drawing, dude.
I know. He also has a big fancy for cat memes.
What?
Yeah. You didn't know that? That's a secret.
That is a secret. Probably of a different person.
Oh my god.
All right.
I got
Killing
nothing.
me slowly.
All right. No, it's fine. You're going to keep going. So, what are you guys doing? Are you guys just walking into town? How are you guys handling this?
Yeah, we're gonna walk into town, I think.
You want to walk straight into town?
What do you want to do? I mean, it's morning.
All right.
We know nothing about the town, so wouldn't that be kind of odd having 3 people just kind of creeping around? And
It's kind of odd for 3 strangers to kind of like stroll into town.
no, it's a like a port type town. People come in and go all the time.
All right.
What do you want to do, Dorian? What do you want to do?
I say let's just go into the town.
All right. Following along the town, do
Just
we
try to
know?
find a tavern, yeah.
Is there any major ports in this actual town other than that rickety cove that we tied our boat in?
No, that was the only port.
Okay.
Were there other ships in that tied
No.
up?
No.
So
No.
we're the only assholes that came by boat.
Yeah.
Yes.
That was my
Yes.
point. That's where I was kind of going with.
Okay, well, maybe we won't walk straight into the town. Is there a place where we could view this town from a distance, like to see the traffic in the?
So I said the town's about 100 yards out. Did you want to get further back than that?
No, the 100 yards should be fine. I mean, the 100 yards should be fine enough where hopefully no one really notices us.
Okay.
Can I just, like Brian, Ellis was saying, can I check and see what the morning traffic is? Like,
Yeah,
do they
go for it.
have people at post? Okay, that is perception. That is a 7.
Jesus Christ.
It's not that great.
No,
16.
yeah, go- 16, okay. And then Dorian, if you want to go ahead and roll. 7, you can't really tell much. It doesn't seem like there's a whole lot of traffic, but, maybe you're not here at the right time. It's still pretty early.
Are there what surrounds the town? Are there trees? Is it just wide open plains?
Oh, there's like a scattering of trees. It's not a whole lot. It's mostly plains. Sorry, Dorian, were you going to say what you rolled?
For perception, I got 21.
21.
Oh,
Yeah,
Shit. All
holding
right.
out on us.
don't hold out, man. Say, just breathe out loud.
Ellis, you see that there's light foot traffic, kind of what you'd expect from like a really shitty town like this. People are passing by each other. Looks like people are leaving for home because I accidentally said it was early, but it is late. It's dusk, right? The sun is starting to set. But Dorian, with your 21, you notice that every once in a while you will see people bring their left hand to their face when walking by another, and they'll both do it. But you're like 100 yards out. It's hard to make out exactly what they're doing, but you have a guess.
Is there a fence around the city or around the town or no? Okay.
No. They're not convinced anyone wants to come in and take shit.
Oh, okay. How about the amount of buildings in the city? Can you
There's like a handful. It's like
small
if you had
town?
to estimate based on what you see now, you'd estimate there's maybe like 100 buildings, the whole town.
Oh, okay. All right, perfect.
And it seems like when everyone walks by each other, they put their hand to their face. It might be a greeting, like a
Like a salute of some kind.
yeah, something that's like just very like clustered in this region, like it's like a regional greeting or something.
Can you see anything that might resemble a tavern?
With
Can
the
I do another-
21, you will see that most of the people that greet like that are coming from a building that's hidden behind a few others. Like you can only see like a portion of it after looking past 2 or 3 other buildings, and it is kind of right in the center of town from your perspective. So it's not necessarily the center of town, but center in regards to like left and right of your viewpoint of what you can see.
Okay. So yeah, I personally can't see where the tavern is right now. We might have to get a different like perspective. Maybe try to find like a higher up point. I know this is kind of like plains for the most part, but is there like any hills that we can like stand up on to get like a better view of the town?
We could all stack up on each other.
Sure.
I was just gonna say that. You can totem up, dude.
You can totem up. You can totem up. That means basically Ellis is the only one that gets to make a perception roll. But you can find like a tree and then climb it and look like a total crazy person. But you can climb a tree and look from there.
No. What?
Yeah.
But I'm just saying there's no it's mostly plains. There's no good cliff for you to get up onto and look from.
Let's just go into the town.
Yeah. At that point, we kind of got some kind of information of the land. So, yeah, let's creep up closer to the town.
Okay. You creep up closer. No one really seems to pay much mind. The traffic is starting to die down even more as people have made their way home, or people are found their way to the tavern and they're getting ready for their drinks. As you get closer, you notice that people that do bring their hands to their face, they are making this symbol. They are touching their. I think I did on my. I just did it on my right hand. They're touching their left eye, the side of their left eye with 2 fingers from their left hand. Other than that, you don't notice too much else. Again, the tavern is a little bit easier to see now. There's maybe only one building that obstructs it a little bit, but you're able to see part of the sign, and it says pit.
Real quick, as we're approaching and you're saying these people that are giving us like the salute or the signal.
They're not giving it to you, but there are a decent number of people doing it, and they are basically clustered around the tavern.
Okay, is there any type of uniform or anything that we notice that similarities? Like, are the people that are doing it are dressed similar, or
Give me insight.
okay?
You can give me insight, investigation, or perception. I will accept any of those.
I'll do
Brian, you're going to say something.
perception, which is a 12.
12.
That's
I think
not
that's good enough. These people look like they are dressed better. They don't necessarily have a uniform, but they seem like they're wealthier.
Okay. It appears these signals are meant for the higher class of the town.
I was trying to look at my notes. And I don't.
Real quick, are we still wearing the
That's on you
garments?
guys.
I was gonna
You
say,
guys
do
still
we
want to
still
wear the
have?
pirate's clothes? Go for it.
Yeah,
Yes.
I was gonna say, are we still wearing the pirates' clothes? Because we put that on as disguise earlier to get up on the upper
And I think
deck.
we should probably have stayed in them.
Yeah, fuck it, let's do it.
Gives us a sense of authority.
Yeah, you were in the nice dark blue one, I think.
Dorian was, yeah.
Nick is.
Yeah,
Dorian is.
Dorian is. Sorry, I was pointing at him like he would know exactly who I'm pointing at on my screen.
I know, because it looked like you're pointing at me, so I'm like,
Okay. And then Brian, you didn't have anything to say, right? You're just looking at your notes.
yes.
So I'm assuming you guys are just at this point. You guys are close enough. You guys are just walking into town at this point, right?
Yes.
Okay. You walk into town. From here, you can see the Snake Pit Tavern. It's like three buildings in, effectively. You just have to pass by 2 more buildings, then you can get there. You see the whole sign. The Snake Pit You again see that symbol of the skull with the snake wrapping around it and coming out of the left eye. I don't have it on hand, sorry. I would have sent it through Discord again, but you can like scroll through Discord and hopefully find it if you need a refresher.
It's only about 300 days back, but that's fine.
But you do see that symbol on the sign. The sign looks to be of the same quality as everything else. None of the buildings look nice, nor does the snake pit.
Okay.
What are you three doing?
Outside the snake pit. Can I make a quick perception to see if there's anyone, I don't know, like attending like guard or security of some kind?
Like a bouncer, check an ID.
Just kind of maybe protecting it.
You don't have to roll, just because there's not going to be any question of this. You look and there doesn't seem to be anyone guarding it.
Okay. So they pretty much own the town, if anything.
Yes.
You would have to roll for that, for me to say anything about that, but you can say what you want.
All right. What would I have to roll for that? Would that be...
Insight.
It would be definitely insight.
All right, insight. Oh, fuck yeah.
I shall assist you.
Insight, that is going to be a 17. That should be pretty decent.
It's pretty good.
Tell him you passed, Junior.
Yeah, hey, good. Let me know what I want to know.
This one. I'm feeling pretty good. So, you surmise that Galen probably runs this town, but the town doesn't really know it.
What?
There are a lot of poor people that probably are just going about their day, but Galen has plenty of eyes everywhere, even though they may not have two eyes in their heads. But you can pretty much tell that this town would probably be ground to dust if Galen wasn't here.
That's like, what's his name? That movie Denzel Washington played, that a drug dealer that ran Chicago and would give out like turkeys and shit like in Thanksgiving. Like,
Book of Eli?
no, that's the other one. That was with, no, he like ran the town. Like he was like highly respected thug, but you know, everyone, he like gave out to charity, went to church with his mom and like was like a good citizen, but he was like literally like the kingpin of Chicago. I have to get back to you on the title of the movie.
Yep.
Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah, that's exactly what you think is happening here.
Yeah, he's like, whatever. Anyways, so he runs the town.
Yes.
That's what he thinks. Well, shall we go in?
After you, Ellis.
Yeah, let's do it.
I walk in and walk through the door. Is there anybody standing there?
There is no one standing there. No.
Is there any like music, loud conversation going on, or how does the bar appear? Like busy?
The bar looks fairly busy at this point. For a town like this, it seems busy. There's about 3 tables that are filled with people. They've got 5 people all around them. 2 more tables have 3 people or so on them. There's a bar area. Basically, every other seat is taken there. And there is just a bartender and 2 barmaids. And the barmaids seem to be going back and forth.
Is this place like a pretty big building, the tavern itself?
Yeah, it's decently big for this town.
Okay.
Is probably the best way.
Okay. If you want me to roll, I can roll. How are the people dressed in this tavern, per se? Like the majority of people.
Oh, okay. You don't. So again, you don't need to roll. You don't really see a pattern for this. Again, you see some people that look like they're more affluent, and then there's a handful of people that don't look like they have all that much money. They're spending a lot of what they've earned here to relax, effectively. But it seems to be a pretty good mix.
Has anybody taken notice of us?
Just a bartender, a barmaid, but she seems to be busy. She looks, notices you're there, and then goes back to bussing tables. It seems like she figures that if you want her, you call for her. She's got plenty of other tables to attend to right now.
Because I want to make sure that if anybody looks at us, we give them the.
Okay, so the bartender was looking at you last. He's got a handlebar mustache, brown hair. He's got an eye patch over his left eye, and he's cleaning the mug.
All right. Al-Anon will actually like to walk over towards the bar.
All right.
And address the bartender and flip him a gold piece and ask him for 3 glasses of ale.
What's your poison?
I'll take 3 ale for me and my companions.
No, that's not true. I'll have a snake bite, please.
Okay.
Bites all
2
around
ale
for him.
and a snake bite. Dorian, do you want to change it to a sex on the beach or a
You can
get
get
some adventure of some kind? Irish
No, just
cardamom?
give me an ale.
All right.
And of course, I'm doing the.
Yep. He will
I was waiting to tip
turn
him.
around.
Give him the thing.
What's that?
I said I was waiting to tip him so I could give him the. We're meeting a friend.
I was asking Koosh. I know you think I'm looking at you.
Okay.
voodoo rummy.
So he clearly takes notice of what you've done, Ellis. But he then turns around. He pours out 2 ales, and then he pours out the snake bite, and places them. Takes your gold coin, and he says, "Have a good afternoon, you 3." And then as he turns, he nods to, he motions to one of the barmaids in the corner. And do the 3 of you take your drinks and go sit down, or what do you do?
Is there a mirror behind the bar?
A mirror behind the bar? There is a mirror behind the bar, and it is broken.
Shenanigans from the other night.
I just want to see if I could see a reflection behind me if I were to remain at the bar.
You feel like you can get some good visibility to behind you, but you can't really get a perfect one just because the mirror is broken.
I say we take a corner booth, keep our back to the wall.
I agree.
We'll find ourselves a cornered booth.
Okay, there's no booth, but there is a table in the corner. You can take that. Keep your back.
I need a booth.
You turn it into a booth. You chop the table and make a booth. It takes you a day.
Long rest.
A day of woodworking too.
Do we level up?
Okay, but you make your way into the corner, and once you settle down, one of the barmaids comes by, and she looks at you, Ellis, and she says, "Mister, did you want to talk to the manager?"
Yes, I ordered a snake bite, and I wanted to give my compliments.
Oh, right this way, and then she'll gesture for you to follow her.
May my associates, my brothers, follow?
She's gonna take a moment. She looks at both of you. You guys do not have. You guys clearly got just regular ales. Go ahead and make a persuasion check, Ellis.
Oh, fucking -1.
Oh.
11.
All right, that was enough. She rolled pretty shit, but so she takes a moment, she pauses, and she says, "Yes, the three of you are together. I assume the manager wouldn't mind the three of you meeting."
Yes, I'd like to tell him about the how wonderful the drinks are on the Sea Ghost.
Excellent. And then she will start heading towards the door, and obviously just for the three of you to follow.
All right. I leave my drink behind on the table.
Okay, perfect.
I'm gonna take my drink with me. Fuck it.
I've got mine.
All right, perfect. You guys have a marching order?
I think I'd be leading the way if she's
Yeah, I
not
feel-
me.
Yeah. You're in front. I guess determining Elanon or who's taking up the rear, Elanon or Dorian.
I'll be in
Who's
the middle.
taking it up the rear?
That doesn't matter to me.
Perfect response. All right, I'm going to just roll and then randomly decide. Okay, Elanon, you're second.
Okay.